everyone. Welcome to the 5DB Canteen. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope you've all enjoyed your lunch, pizza in various forms as requested by Heritage. Thank you also for those of you joining online waiting for the live stream to start. Now, if everybody could please help me put their hands together for a warm welcome for Heritage.
On this freshwater lane, fall into dream, calling me misty eyes, eyes, Don't you just leave me in with the hands of the beast, and don't let me get caught up. I'm dealing with my heart, but this life, it caught me red-handed. I can't give you something. I can't it chases you. Guess the lessons I learned never did me no good. Let me ride into this maze. I don't know this way. Freedom shouldn't feel this way. There's no escape. But this life, it caught me red-handed. I can't give you something. Silver lining, my love holds me. What do I feel out of reach? For dream, keep me wrapped in silver child, no pretend, no, no. Baby steps on this freshwater lane. eyes, eyes, eyes. Hello everyone. Thank you for coming. We really, really appreciate it. We're Heritage. The first 3 songs that we're going to play are all from our EP, Dystopian Land. This next one, this is called The Suits. Water flowing to my soul. And who is posing before you know it? They have full control. No, these streets will or leave you in the cold. Believe what I tell you, 'cause you don't know. No, 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 no. See sharks that let you down, and they leave you bitter. Fuck the suit, 'cause they leave you to everything that made you Roots, they don't know it. They think they own it. Power over souls must buy the riches. We're left with stitches. They have full control. And on these streets they all leave you in the cold. And now believe what I tell you, 'cause you don't sharks that let you down, and they leave you bitter. Fuck the suits, 'cause they leave you to everything that made you Thank you, everyone. focus and clearer. I'm doubting my heart and my head. If you're gone, I have nothing left. I'm breaking. Loving you is cold like heavy weather. The storm falls right onto my head, and I just want to forget. Pray to God that I won't fall. Pray to God I won't give up. Pray to God that I won't fall. Pray to God I won't give up. I can still taste you, hear your voice when I wait, or feel like I know you. Don't recognize your face undercover. Pray to God that I won't fall. Pray to God I won't give up. Pray to God that I won't fall. Pray to God I won't give up. Pray to God that I won't fall. Pray to God I won't give up. Pray to God that I won't fall. Pray to God I won't give up. Undercover. Thank you, everyone. How are we all feeling? How was the food? Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to take a moment to calm down after that one. And yeah, let's just take a breather with a new song, actually, that we've never played before. So those on the live stream and with us today, it'll be nice. This is just a special experience that only we can share. This one is called Side Effects. And it's a very heartfelt, emotional, personal song that I feel will touch people differently for different reasons. So I don't really want to go into the explanation for me, and I want you to take what you will away from it without my influence. Thank you. There are some things we can't unsay. You know my love is here to stay. Yeah, can you really say the same. You know I can't unhear her name. I go where you follow. Don't take that how you down. Your backbone feeling hollow. You take me like a pill, and I dissolve softly. Temptation always softening. It's tough to take like medicine. My love can break out thick skin, and I'm feeling the side effects softly. Hung my heart up by the door. You take my all and ask for more. No, I hear is your folklore. I can't trust myself no more. I go where you follow. Don't take that how you go. Go back home feeling hollow. You take me like a pill. Always softening. It's tough to take like medicine. My love can break out thick skin, and I'm feeling the side effect. You can't look me in the eyes. can see I'm in the deep end. Oh, you can see I'm in the deep end. And I'm giving it all tied up, and now I had enough breathing the moment up, and you can see I'm in the deep end. Deep end. I'm at rock bottom. Your ass, oh, you're heaven. I'm in the deep end. Oh, you can see I'm in the deep end. I'm giving it all tied up. I had enough of reading my moments up, and you can see I'm in the deep end. See I'm in the deep end. Oh, letting it all go. It's like I'm seeing for the first time. It's like I'm seeing for the first time. Thank you. Okay, so we have come to our last song, and I just want to thank you again for taking time out of your days to come and share this with us, and a big thanks to 5DB and everyone who's been a part of this and making it possible. We're so grateful, and we feel really proud to be a part of this. Yeah, let's move on to our last song. This one's Hollow Man. You can tap your toes. Too fast, I missed the start like an angel fall into his arms. I might have got to say what I never say no. Free me and say, how about you, the hollow man? Gotta get to where you were. Gotta get to where you were, 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 gotta get to where you were. introduce you to the band. Starting on my right, we have Ruben on keys, Callum on drums, Cam on bass, Sean on guitar, fabulous Mark on sax, and Joe, of course, on sax. And then we have our lovely BBs, Amy and Christina. And I'm Monica. This has been such a pleasure. Thank you for being so brilliant in your listening, and I look forward to talking to you all afterwards. We are Heritage. Thank you.
This week in the canteen, we were joined by Cam, Christina, Sean and Monica from nine-piece band Heritage. Formed at Leeds University, Heritage draw inspiration from the UK jazz scene and incorporate elements of soul, Afrobeat and hip-hop amongst others. Join us as we discuss three-piece harmonies, chat about the logistics of fitting 9 people on stage, and learn about one member's obsession with basil on his pizza. Heritage, we're so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for coming, making your long trip
Our pleasure.
down from Leeds. So you met at university?
Yeah.
In Leeds.
Yeah.
How did, 9 people, it's quite a lot of people.
Yeah.
For you all to get together. Was it was there a nucleus that then spread and you found people, or was it kind of just that you ended up jamming in a room?
Me, Monica and Christina, we all lived together in first year, so we shared a flat in first year in student halls, which was just completely by chance. And we eventually lived together, the year after as well, and obviously we've always remained friends, and we've always written music together, and then sort of Heritage, it started off as a small project where it was a bit of a jam band. And then it just gradually grew and grew until it was Heritage as it is now.
It's a soul band that got out of hand, really.
I was just thinking that. I was like, you're 9 people. Is it going to, by the time we do the gig, you suddenly even more?
Ask us if you want to join. We'll be
a few people on the way.
And I think Leeds is such a musical city, isn't it? Obviously, you met at university, but at music university, How have you found it since you've been out in the big bad world, if you like, going out from the college into the music scenes? How have you found that?
I think it's been the best thing that's happened to us.
Yeah.
Because we don't have, it's not part of it's not necessity anymore. We're not making music for assignments. We're not making music to jump through these hoops. We kind of took a step back and thought, right, who is Heritage? What is the band? What's the direction we want to go in beyond passing our degree? And I think just being chucked in the deep end was when we thrive best as a band creatively. When we've got headline gigs, we're working so hard to get new songs for the set. I mean, we recorded our EP pretty much straight after leaving university. So, I think we thrive under pressure generally as a band. So being in the big bad world is kind of our element, really.
No, sorry. And are you, you're gigging down?
I think Heritage is a combination of a lot of different sounds. We pride ourselves in being quite a big band. So there's so many influences coming in together. There's 9 of us and we all have our unique fingerprint on the band. It's kind of rooted in future soul, but quite a few of us did jazz degrees, so jazz influenced for sure. A lot of hip hop inspiration as well, and electronic music. Yeah. So a lot of subgenres in one, but kind of rooted in future soul.
Is that something you find easy to connect, or do you really have to work on that?
I think initially, when we were first working on creating our demos, I think it was 8 tracks.
I think so, yeah.
I think that we were consciously finding different genres that we could tie in. But now we're mindful of the genres that we're tapping into, but I think it does come more naturally. Yeah,
and I think you guys have had quite eclectic, but generally speaking, quite musical upbringings. Like Cam, I know you spent time in China. Yeah. Christina, you've had some classical background. Yeah. Because you've had that background of different styles that you've all naturally met in the middle somewhere and evolved this thing that is Heritage.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. we've kind of got 2 parts of the band. There's a lot of us write together, pretty much who we see here with the drummer, and sometimes we'll get the keys player involved as well. I think what's really nice about Heritage, though, meeting at uni, you have a lot of people who play, where are just happy to be in bands and playing with as many people as possible. With Heritage, we all kind of, who we are as musicians independently, it's like a perfect fit for the band.
So Monica, everyone in the band's had quite classical training, I think. Is that true of you, or you slightly came to music a bit later? Is that correct?
Well, when I was younger, at primary school, I had some piano lessons, and then that followed through all of secondary as well. And with that, I started writing my own stuff, but I was going for more of the folky vibe, I guess, and that's where I really got into lyrics. And my brother taught me guitar when I was about 13, so very basic knowledge, but enough to write songs. And I guess that's the reason why I'm so passionate about my melodies and my lyrical concepts, is because that was my strongest driving force in my music, and that's what really I feel connected with people. And then coming into Heritage, it was like I could just use all of those strengths that I'd built up.
Do you guys work kind of separately working on the vocal parts? I mean, did the vocal parts start with you, Monica, and then you take them to the 2 others and work out harmonies together?
Yeah, so how it normally works is if we're coming up with a tune, I'll kind of take a step back and think of a concept or a lyrical theme. And Christina's normally the first person I share the theme with. And then we'll start inputting ideas between each other. And then once I get a melody that I'm comfortable with, you'll then jump on and start building the harmony.
I love creating harmonies, but obviously we do a lot of 3-part harmonies. So we definitely do work together and come up with just layers of vocals that really elevate the sound.
Yeah, it really works brilliantly live as well. Cam, tell me about the bass. Why the bass?
Well, the bass, I started playing music by, I was a chorister in school, and, I did sort of church choirs and things like that, which sort of got me into music and with the singing route. When my voice broke, voice went. that fully broke. Yeah, no way. It's not my strong point.
It's a small window.
Yeah. And then when I moved to China, I started picking up sax. So that's what got me into jazz. And then eventually, my mates, they were starting a band, and it was sort of like heavy metal sort of stuff. There was already a guitarist, there was already a drummer, there was already a singer. So I was like, I'll play bass. I'll play bass. And then I started playing bass, and I just instantly fell in love with it. I don't know. It was just one of those instruments where I just found that it gives you a lot of power, where in a sense where I can do stuff rhythmically, act as a drummer, melodically with vocal lines, horn lines, and then harmonically as well. So I can do chords. So I play a lot with chords. So Miss the Eyes that we wrote together.
It really underpins everything, doesn't it?
Oh, it really does.
Glues it all together. Yeah. I always love about the bass that it's something people feel when they walk into a room, especially for a big PA system and a gig. You really feel bass.
Well, I always say bass is like onions, if you know what I mean. It's like onions. You don't necessarily notice it, but it would be terrible without it. And when it's not there, you really know.
And Sean, tell us about the guitar and how you got into guitar.
Well, unlike Cam, who annoyingly has been playing bass for not very long, but is incredibly good at it, I've been playing pretty much my whole life. Picked it up when I was really young, 5 or 6. One of those things that, my hero when I was little kid was Elvis, and we had a violin that didn't have any strings on it and a camera tripod. I used to pretend that was a mic stand and that was a guitar. And as soon as I was old enough to hold a 3/4 guitar, I got lessons. And yeah, I think the thing that's always drawn me to guitar is kind of how connected you feel with the instrument, and it's very expressive as an instrument. There's so much you can do with it. I think I never gravitated towards piano because I didn't like how mechanical it felt. It was just very up and down to me, whereas guitar, there was so much the hammer-ons, pull-off, slides, bend in, vibrato, and then obviously it's a harmony instrument, but there's so much melodic stuff you can do as well.
What do you feel that you're getting from live gigs that maybe you're not getting or had from the studio sessions?
I think it's the atmosphere of it all.
Energy, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we, like any band with their first gig, you've got that bit of a sense of being withdrawn, I guess. Now I feel like we're all really coming out of our shells and really get to just live within the music, do you know what I mean? And I always say at the gigs, this is something that we're sharing, this is a special connection, and I feel that we all feel that on stage, whereas we weren't able to experience that when we were maybe writing the tunes, but they're coming into their own expression the more we play them.
The 9-piece as well is interesting because when we're live we get to use the full power of that and the full range of it. We go from very quiet, like Misty Eyes is a good example with just the bass and vocal intro, to bigger tunes, everyone is blaring. Whereas in the studio, kind of you mentioned how we can work quite independently sometimes. It might have just been a vocal session, it might have just been a percussion session. We weren't always working as the 9 of us. In fact, we did it across 2 days where all the band were in the live room, apart from the vocals and the horns, who then did the second day. So I think it's nice being a big band. When we play live, we really get to feel the power of having 9 people on stage putting out the same message rather than all working on our bits individually.
But great, guys, it's brilliant to get a bit further insight into the musical side of things. I think Davina's going to chat to you a bit now about the food for the day.
We're very excited for your gig and excited to cook for you and have your friends here. And I'm thinking a little bit about what we're going to cook for that day. Now, I know that pizza is definitely a favourite.
For sure.
So I'm thinking with 9 of you, there's going to be a lot of different toppings on these pizzas. And I thought I'd start with Sean.
See, I'm a massive meat eater, but for pizza, I love basil. It's an ongoing joke that when people think they've given me enough basil, they absolutely haven't.
Cam?
Well, it's a hard one because I've recently just come. Well, I was veggie for 6 years, and after Christmas, I've started eating meat again. So,
what was the straw that broke the camel's back?
do you know what it was? It was Christmas, and I spent Christmas in the Yorkshire Dales with my family. And over there, there's no vegetables. No. Well, there are vegetables, but they're cooked in goose fat. So I was just thinking, well, I'm just gonna have to say, sod it. I'm gonna eat meat today, and basically I had the full range. I had chicken, turkey, beef, but what it was ham, like cooked ham, like a big ham, and it tastes like. And I just found myself like waking up in the middle of the night, just going downstairs and taking a slice of ham.
I'm totally with you.
Yeah, no, it's
Cold
so good.
ham with a
it's
little bit of
amazing.
mustard
Yeah,
and just like slicing
nice.
pieces off
I
like
didn't know it
that.
was just ham.
It's so good.
I love how you didn't eat meat for ages.
I had like the drumstick from the chicken, you know.
Oh my god.
Monica?
Yeah, I mean,
I still don't really know what Cam wants.
Oh, I have no idea.
meat.
Meat.
I can just give him a ham. Sit there cutting pieces
please.
off.
Similarly to Cam, I was actually vegan for 3 years, and like I think maybe 7 months ago, I stopped being vegan. So I am exploring the world of cheese. And I think...
It's a slippery slope. That's a slippery slope.
But one I want to fall down.
I've been there. I've been there. It's a beautiful place. Christine?
Yeah. Raw onion, grilled onion, caramelised onion, red specifically.
Red
But yeah.
specifically, okay.
Yeah.
What would be the dessert?
Sticky toffee pudding.
Sticky toffee
That sounds
pudding,
pretty
nice
good.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do really like tiramisu. I don't know. I like cream and like the freshness of it.
Cam, I'm scared of what you're going to say because you're French, so I feel like
Where to start?
You're going to be like, this is going to take hours.
I'll just go with a staple creme brulee.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Done well.
Not creme brulee. A creme brulee.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then I just feel like I can't do any of you wrong in terms of like choosing one of your desserts. So I think we're going to try to do like a little buffet or a little plates of different things. And on there, I think we should have a bit of sticky toffee pudding and of course the creme brulee.
Wow.
Yeah?
Sounds so good.
Sounds like good?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Can't
Awesome.
wait.
There was 4 different signs of content.
It's going to be a heavy day.
Oh.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for coming and we can't wait to have you in.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Cheers.